Welcome to the 2010 Risk and Insurance Theodore Roosevelt Awards. I'd like to thank everyone, the winners, judges, and invited guests, for joining us today. I'd also like to say a special thank you to Joe Borst of SRS for sponsoring the Teddy Awards for the 8th consecutive year. As you just heard from Joe, we are here to honor and congratulate 3 companies that have led by example with their stellar workers' compensation and safety programs. Those of us in the workers' comp and disability arena know that there are still stiff challenges to succeed in today's slowly recovering economy. Chief among the obstacles are companies being forced to produce more with fewer experienced employees. That environment can trigger a deluge of workplace injury claims if innovative programs are not implemented. Before we recognize each of our winners, here's a brief description of the Teddy Awards competition. To enter, nominees must fill out an extensive application that can take hours to complete. It asks companies to specify in detail their workers' comp programs and the effectiveness of those efforts. We ask for 5 years of claims data to back up the application. I'd like to thank all the companies and nonprofit entities who took the time and considerable effort to enter. This year, it was again a difficult choice selecting the winners. We had 10 Fortune 500 companies apply among the over 50 corporate entries. Numerous organizations, including cities, states, and national universities, applied on the nonprofit side. There was also stiff competition from some huge federal government organizations. Our judges put in many hours evaluating the entries, and we want to thank them for their expertise. Each of the finalists is evaluated on a scale from 1 to 5 in 4 specific categories. The results are totaled, and today we announce the winners. First, I'd like to acknowledge our judges. They are Debbie Rogers and Carla Wynn of Aramark, which won a Teddy Award last year, and John Kopelman of Lynch Ryan Associates and author of a well-known workers' comp blog. Richard Pimentel, Thursday morning's keynote speaker, and his business partner Milt Wright. Yolanda Romero, another past winner who manages workers' compensation for the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority and will serve as moderator of our winners panel this afternoon. And Peter Rumenier, Risk and Insurance's workers' comp columnist. Michael Weiss, the director of risk management at AT&T, which won a Teddy Award 3 years ago, and Maddie Bowling, who writes a column for our Workers' Comp Forum website and is a respected claims management consultant. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the winners. The 2010 Theodore Roosevelt Corporate Award winner is Nissan North America. The North American division of the global automaker makes more than 550,000 vehicles a year and employs about 12,500 people. The Tennessee-based division has invested millions in recent years to improve safety and ergonomics of assembly jobs throughout its North American manufacturing plants. Nissan was cited by our judges for a number of activities to improve its safety and workers' comp management performance, including consolidating its internal safety organization, incorporating a Bermuda captive into the program, and installing a data-driven approach for improvement which emphasizes analytics. This has enabled Nissan North America to reduce its workers' comp losses from $33 million in 2004 to a projected loss of less than $12 million in 2010. And accepting the award for Nissan is Carrie Dove, Senior Manager of Safety and Medical Management.
Good afternoon. That's beautiful. It's crystal. I may have to buy some breakage insurance. Is anybody in here sell insurance? I can buy some breakage. Have to get that back to Nashville. But on behalf of Nissan North America, Beecher Carlson, ESIS, CHS, and PIMS, that's the team. that makes this possible for us. And we really appreciate the Teddy Award and the sponsorship of Risk and Insurance and SRS enabling us to tell our story. And we're pretty excited about this. This is important for us to be able to have external validation of some efforts and some vision that we had a few years ago. So we just thank everybody in the room, the judges and all. Just want to recognize a couple of people with CHS. We have Stuart Clark and his team. Thank you very much. With ESIS, we have Kim Metzler and Mark Irwin here. And with Beecher Carlson, our broker, we have Scott Davis and Janet Warren. And with PIMS, we have Pat Calness. And those guys right there make it a lot of fun for us to do things that we've been doing over the last few years and for us to enjoy its success. So this afternoon, we're going to have the opportunity to tell our story a little bit, and want to invite you to that roundtable discussion so we can tell you some of the things that we've done. Thank you very much.
The field for corporate award was so strong that the judges are awarding a certificate of merit to Snap-on, a leading global manufacturer and marketer of hand and power tools. Snap-on, based in Kenosha, Wisconsin, was cited for its comprehensive safety program, which has reduced both the frequency and severity of employees' work-related injuries. Its overall safety record is now much better than the U.S. average for manufacturing companies, according to peer group data. Despite its successes, Snap-on remains focused on injury prevention and claims management, emphasizing daily improvements through its rapid continuous improvement program. And accepting the award is Daniel Kugler, Snap-on's Assistant Treasurer of Risk Management, and Joanne Tesh, the company's Workers' Compensation Manager.
Well, we want to thank the sponsors of the Theodore Roosevelt Award, SRS, and Risk and Insurance. We want to thank the judges, some of whom we know. And most of all, I wanted to thank the Snap-on team for this incredible results that we've had since 1995.
Okay. We also had a couple other people, companies, GAB, Robbins, which is now Geller Bassett. They did a fantastic job for us. Lockton is our broker. And I've been at Snap-on 31 years. Used to have hair.
That's before you started working with me.
We are a tag team. This is not the comedy hour yet. But she's been with me
15.
Thank you. 15. And we have a lot of fun doing it. And we really appreciate the recognition. And again, thanks to all our partners.
The winner of the 2010 Theodore Roosevelt Award in the nonprofit category is Virginia Commonwealth University Health System Authority. The Richmond, Virginia-based University Health System runs a major academic teaching center, a critical hospital targeting heart, neurology, respiratory, cancer, and burn patients, as well as a children's hospital. Through its safe patient handling and transfer program, the health system has reduced its lost time workers' comp claims by 50%, despite a 145% staff increase over the past 5 years. And the system's incurred cost per claim dropped from $2,792 to $555 during the same period.
To a place
And accepting the award for Virginia Commonwealth University Health System is Michael Palladino, Director of Claims and Insurance Services.
To appreciate those nights and those dreams, but my friend, I'd sacrifice all those nights.
Thank you. On behalf of VCU Health System, we are very appreciative of being here. It's truly an honor. I've had the privilege of being a part of the workers' compensation industry for a little over 30 years. And I recall interviewing with a senior executive and telling him I'd do this job for free. I love it that much. I don't recommend you do that. It really hurts your negotiating position. But they hired me anyway, and that's how I became a part of the VCU Health System. I want to thank SRS, our sponsors, and I want to thank Risk and Insurance, all the folks that have helped us. Especially want to thank the judges for considering us. I know there are many people who deserve to be up here. But I also want to pay recognition to my staff, and one person in particular, our Chief Corporate Officer, Carl Gattuso. Without a senior sponsor and somebody who takes the risk to stand behind you, something like this could never happen. So please, Carl, stand up a second and let them know that you're here. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Before I turn it over to Claude Werder of LRP Publications to present the Federal Award, I'm excited to announce that in 2011, Risk and Insurance will add the Prevent National Employee Injury Prevention Award to our Teddy Award competition. This new annual award will be given to an innovative organization that embodies a proactive injury prevention philosophy and culture, extending beyond traditional safety and loss control programs. Now I'd like to introduce Stephen Brown, CEO of PreCare, the sponsor of the new Prevent Award, to briefly provide some more details.
Good afternoon. PreCare is very excited to sponsor the new Prevent Award that will be presented for the first time at this conference next year. Prevent will honor organizations that have devoted significant time and resource to develop and implement proactive strategies to prevent workplace injuries. The criteria used to judge the Prevent applicants also reflect the values that PreCare brings to all of our clients. They include 1, total injury prevention focus. Proactive injury prevention starts with recognizing all potential sources of workplace injuries. The wear and tear on workers from these sources can cause an infinitely higher number of injuries than more commonly identified hazards such as slippery floors or bladed tools. 2, risk assessment. In order to identify all these sources of injuries within an organization, it is necessary to identify and assess all the potential risks that can contribute to injuries. We are interested in comprehensive and continuous strategies and programs that can adapt seamlessly as organizations grow and change. 3, proactive approach. Considering that a combination of risk factors and conditions often contribute to workplace injuries, the strategies to address those risks must be equally comprehensive. Prevention should be a process of bringing the whole of the organization into alignment with common injury prevention goals. Truly proactive injury prevention programs utilize a broad spectrum of strategies and programs to maximize potential injury across an entire enterprise. We look forward to recognizing the creative and innovative solutions used to prevent and reduce injuries. Much more comprehensive information on the Prevent can be found on the Risk and Insurance website. And on behalf of PreCare, I look forward to recognizing our first winner next year. Thank you.